Nosferatu is going to be the best movie of all time to a very specific group of people, and it's definitely the best horror movie of the year. I can verify that. I've seen it. I don't want to hype it up too much. I know people get really sensitive about that. They're like, hey, you said it was a 9. I thought it was a 6. I would have thought it was at least an 8 if you hadn't hyped it up so much. And I'm like, are we just saying random numbers right now? I can tell you exactly who is going to like this movie. People who loved Robert Eggers' previous work. So if you like The Witch, The Lighthouse, The Northman, then you're a shoo-in for having a really great time with Nosferatu. But also, the real ones who appreciated Crimson Peak from Guillermo del Toro or Bram Stoker's Dracula from Francis Ford Coppola, you're in. You're going to love it. But people who have Pennywise on their Hear Me Out list are going to think this is the best movie of all time. Speaking of Pennywise, Bill Skarsgård has completely outdone himself with his transformation into Count Orlok. He's unrecognizable. Physically, vocally, it's ridiculous. And don't be that guy who says, hey, it's just a ripoff of Dracula, because it literally is Dracula. The original 1922 silent film Nosferatu, A Symphony of Horror, is actually an unauthorized adaptation of Bram Stoker's 1897 novel, Dracula. In fact, Bram Stoker's estate sued the production company, and a court ruled in Germany that all prints of this film be destroyed. Obviously, that didn't happen because we can still watch it today, which is a good thing because it's now considered to be a German expressionist masterpiece, and so many of our modern horror films harken back to this movie. The most impressive thing about the new Nosferatu is the visuals, the cinematography. Jaron Blaschke is the cinematographer. He has been the director of photography on all of Robert Eggers' movies, but this time it's like, dude, whoa. It's all natural light and mood and candlelight and torchlight, and it coalesces into this oppressive atmosphere that just weighs on you throughout the runtime of the movie. The darkness, the shadows, they become the main character. It's scary, it's funny at times, which is mostly Willem Dafoe's character, and then sometimes it's kind of. The people who don't like this movie will find it corny, and for them, I think just the heightened melodrama, the gothic aesthetic, is just not for you. Lily Rose Depp is the anchor of this movie, and she has a role that asks so much of her, and I think she approached it fearlessly. It's really wild to see, and I hope she gets every bit of the praise that she deserves. Nicholas Hoult has had 3 great movies come out in less than 2 months, and I think that that's worth acknowledging. And you might find it strange that a movie like this is premiering on Christmas Day, but there is a precedent for it. It's a very busy day for movies, and The Exorcist came out on Christmas in 1973 and for a brief time became the highest grossing movie of all time. I made a long video reviewing this movie in the long place. I really hope you support it. I was practicing. It's kind of a mess, but I learned a lot. As always, be kind to each other in the comments and love what you love.